Hey everyone, so this is going to be a different type of video. Not really, I've done two other videos like this. It is going to be a new review on the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Complexion Powder Foundation. So I got mine in the shade Sand based off of the other Too Faced foundations that range I'm in. I just based that off this. So this comes in 24 shade. It is $37. It has the luxe packaging, the gold Too Faced. It's raised. It's pretty beautiful. It's got the gold here. It's got some information here. Opening up, we've got the Born This Way powder here. We have a mirror. It comes with plastic covering. And on the bottom, there's a sponge. So there's two sides to this sponge, just like kind of the Makeup Forever, where one side is sheer coverage and the other side is fuller coverage. So one side is not so smooth and it sort of has little holes in it. The other side is completely smooth. And so I'm assuming the one that has holes in it is going to be for more full coverage. This, the shade range could be improved, obviously, but here's the powder. It has the Born This Way imprint in it, and it is cute packaging, very nice and compact. You can keep this in your purse, touch-ups, whatever. It's supposed to be able to be worn over liquid foundation, so over their Too Faced Born This Way foundation. It can be used by itself. It's supposed to be medium to full coverage. And yeah, we're going to be going ahead to do a wear test with this, a demo and review, and see what I think. So I have dry skin for reference. I've got some texture, some red spots on my face. I'm not going to use primer, but for any powder foundation, always go in with the concealer under your eyes, and I lightly set it with a powder, very lightly set. So we're going to go in with concealer and then get to the powder foundation. For my concealer, I'm going to be using the Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer. It's waterproof. It is awesome for brightening the eye. I'm just going to put that up here. And then, of course, after this, I will be doing my eye makeup, and I'll come and show you how it looks, how everything applied over it. But for now, let's blend this out and begin to apply the powder foundation. All right, I'm gonna do one side with a brush and one side with the powder foundation pad that comes with it. Also, it's supposed to blur pores, reduce fine lines, imperfections, smooth the skin, all of those bold claims for a powder foundation. So I'm gonna see how this stands up to my beloved Makeup Forever powder foundation. It seems like these are the new trend. I'm really not into these. I love the Makeup Forever, but generally I was never interested in these prior to seeing the Makeup Forever one, which really intrigued me. I'm going to go in with the side that has some more sheer coverage. So I haven't primed my face. All I did was do concealer, and so this is how my face looks prior to the application. So I'm just going to swirl it in. Ooh, and a lot of powder kick up when I did that. So I'm just going to sort of do this. I guess I'm doing the sponge on this side. I don't think it's a perfect shade match for me, but with that being said, it's not like a deal breaker or anything. I see here with upon first application, I'm gonna give this a fair shot. By the way, excuse my ratchet hair and appearance. So, didn't really cover that redness all the way, but it is pretty blurring. It blurred my pores like it said it would. It's not really covering up that redness. Huh. Let's try to build it with the more full coverage side and see what we can get. Maybe tapping motions may be better. Yeah, I think the tapping motions work better with this sponge that they provided. I'm curious though to see how it works with a brush. Ooh, sorry for that with the lighting. What? So here is what 2 layers with the powder foundation looks on my skin. Obviously it blurred. It says it's anti-shine, all of that, compared to this side of my face. This side of my face, I do think it is full coverage, but again, this side of my face always, like both of these sides, are terrible. So I can't say anything about this powder foundation because of that. But in this area, it is completely blurred, mattified, no texture at all. No crepiness. It's not too dry. A lot of powder kick up, but it's not too dry on the skin. So I'm going in with my Morphe Y6. Surprisingly less kick up on this side. Okay. I immediately don't think this applies with a brush better at all. But we'll go in and see. It's not covering the redness at all with a brush. And to be honest, I don't prefer it with a brush. There's more coverage with that sponge. So we're going back in with the sponge and we'll do the sheer part first. I'm going to go in tapping motions. What is going on with my lights? It's not too dusty looking. In fact, it's very similar. Now I'm going in with the heavier side. Just sort of blur this area out. I want to give it a fair shot. It's not doing loads for my texture over here and my redness. It's also not covering up like a lot of the blueness I have in my eye area. So let's look up close. So we have that side, and we have that side. I think the side with the sponge is much more full coverage and smoother and softer. The side where I use the brush is less full coverage, but I went over it with the sponge and it looks a lot better. I still think I prefer the Makeup Forever, but once again, I'm going to do the wear test and we're going to see just how it performs. My oils could come through, this and that. My first impression is, and it barely kicked up powder. It's a really good powder. It does blur, it mattifies. It says it's oil controlling, so we'll see about that. I'm combination skin right now because it's summer, so looking at my face, it actually looks really flawless. What you're seeing on camera is, it's like a shadow almost. So it's hard for you to be able to see. I'm going to show you in natural light what it looks like, and I'm going to put on the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back to show you just how everything applied over it, and then we'll start doing our check-ins. All right, I've got the rest of my makeup on. I did sort of a light makeup day on the eyes. I just used bronzer and highlight. Popped on my false lashes. These are the Nakia Joy lashes. If you've never tried them, you have to. These look so natural. I didn't have to cut them. They fit my eye perfectly. I could put them on with my finger, and they're designed for sensitive eyes, which I really have. Like, I usually cannot stand to wear a lash more than like 5 minutes. After I'm done filming, the lash goes off. So it says, each pair of our lashes are carefully handcrafted to enhance your natural eye shape and beauty. Premium synthetic fibers are cross-woven and blended to achieve the perfect balance of volume and length. Different styles for every eye shape, lightweight, reusable, and long-lasting. And these are Natasha. So this is Natasha. They fit my eye perfectly. They look seamless. I didn't have to trim. So I highly recommend those lashes. You can reuse them. I'll probably be able to reuse these 30 times. Follow my do-it-yourself lash cleaning video and you'll be able to extend wear time of expensive lashes. I think these were only like 12 bucks. Let's go in natural lighting. All right, don't mind the mess behind me, but here's what it looks like in natural lighting. Very, very smooth. Non-porous. I think it looks completely airbrushed and gorge. My thoughts completely changed on this when I'm seeing it in natural lighting. Like, it looks completely flawless. It doesn't look like a powder foundation at all. It looks like a liquid. Everything blended seamlessly over it. So yeah, here is, upon 30 minutes after applying it, is what it looks like in natural lighting. Back down to the studio to tell you what I use. So I use the big L'Oreal bronzer pan for bronzer. I use the Maxi blush from Rimmel, the peach one for blush. Highlight, I use the Ofra collab with Samantha March. That's only available till July 22nd, so you might want to pick it up. It's only $24. Benefit Precisely My Brow, e.l.f. Wow Brow, what's the surprise there? And for highlighter, I just use the Ofra highlight again. Urban Decay Naked 2 mixed with Stark Naked liquid lip, and then a little bit of the Milani Plumping Gloss. And that is all, everybody. So I will see you in a few hours. It's supposed to be 105 degrees today, guys, so I'm really putting this to the frickin' test. And I will let you know my honest thoughts, and I will show you again close up what it looks like after 3 hours. I can only wear this for 9 hours today, so it's going to be 3-hour check-ins at each mark. So currently, I think it is 9:53, I think. Pretty close to there. And so then I will see you at 1 o'clock. I'll see you. For you, it's going to be like a second. For me, it's going to be 3 hours. All right, guys, we are at the 3-hour check-in. It is 1:01, so let's look up close. I've just noticed some creasing here and a little bit of separation down here. A little bit of creasing here. It wore off on my nose a little bit. Other than that, it's looking really good, especially from far away. Like, nobody wants to get that up close in your business. So my natural oils have come through a little bit, so it's looking a little more dewy. I do have combination skin, so I'm not oily, so I'm not going to like produce tons of oil, but I sweat a lot. I did not blot it off, so I did blow my nose though, and I ate lunch and drank coffee. So this is what it's looking like. I think it looks super awesome still. I think it looks like I just put it on, minus the lip, don't you think? What do you guys think? A+ so far. We got one more check-in to go, 1 or 2. I don't know. I'll try to see. I'll try to wear it as long as I can, but I've got kids and I have to get ready for bed early. So let's wait for the next check-in, guys. All right, guys. I just got in from being outside. It's 105. I'm soaked, like pouring sweat. So I don't know. Broke up all on my nose. I did get my face soaking wet. So to get my face soaking wet, I mean, it's kind of bad. See, from far away, you can see where I got my face wet. But overall, it looks really good still, I think. In my mind, it still looks good. I mean, not as good as when I freshly applied it, but my lash is coming up. God darn it. And when I tell you it's hot, it's hot. I mean, I was pouring like beads of sweat and I couldn't wipe it off and it was driving me nuts. But yeah, I was with the hose. The hose got me in the face. And surprisingly, it just left a mark because it got all over my face. So it just left a mark there. Definitely in my smile lines and rubbed off on the chin. I was laying down, so there's imprints of pillow marks earlier. But still, I really think it looks really good. What do you guys think? For a powder foundation, like think about that. For a powder foundation. I got my face wet. I've been pouring sweat. It is 4:30 and I'm going to try to make it till 7. That's like all I can do. I have to get this makeup off. My kids are really, really overtired already. So I mean, it looks kind of muddy. Honestly, guys, it does look kind of muddy, but from the side, it looks okay. I got my face wet. Let's be honest. I got my face wet. What can you expect? It still looks good. I mean, it's not separating really anywhere. In this area, they still look, my pores still look blurred. It still looks flawless up in here. But like right around here, in my smile lines, you can see it from here. Definitely settled in. Last check-in in a few hours. This is the best I can do. It is so freaking hot outside. Okay, just came in from outside. Currently sweating like crazy. The oils have come through, but slight creasing here. This is sweat. Oh my gosh, guys, pure sweat. Like, let me cool down, and then let's touch up with the powder. That spot on my face just got it got a little bit better throughout the day. But let me cool down, and we will spot powder and see how it makes the foundation look, because most of us do spot target powder throughout the day, obviously. I mean, like, let's be real. All right, I've cooled down mostly. It's hot in the basement too. That's how bad it is outside. So let's take our Born This Way powder foundation. I'm going to use the full coverage side. You'll be able to tell it's like the softest side. This one has some holes in it. So I'm going to take some of the powder and just kind of touch up the areas I was talking about. Okay, that's enough touching up. So it definitely made it look a lot better, like in this region right here. Made it look 100 times better. And in this region here, this is just texture, guys. And it made it look better here. I want to try to get rid of this watermark. Did I do it? Oh my gosh, I think I'm just like tearing foundation out. I can still see the watermark, okay? So it's not waterproof, definitely not, but for 9 hours, it doesn't look that bad. Like, this was a, you know, cream foundation or whatever liquid, it would be way worse on my face. I mean, this would be all separated. It's not even separating on my nose, really. Like, you can barely see separation. Let's go in natural lighting. All right, don't judge my house. This looks so much better in natural lighting than it does in the studio lighting. So you can still see that watermark. We just touched up. My nose. It looks pretty good, guys. For as hot as it was today, for drenching my face, sweating uncontrollably, like the most I've ever sweat ever, it looks good. There's something weird going on here. That's probably the water as well. But like overall, my face looks flawless. What do you guys think? I think it looks completely flawless still. With that little bit of touching up, just keep it in your purse. I really recommend it. I really, really do. I love it so much. I think this would even be good for oily skin people too. Let's go back down to the studio. See, down here it makes me look like muddy and patchy and weird, but upstairs, and it's like 6:45 at night, and the sun is still way out. So it looks so good, I think. This, I would say, is like an 8 out of 10, just to be fair. But it's not waterproof. It is not transfer proof, definitely. But it looks so good in natural lighting. based off of the studio lighting. So I can 100% recommend this powder. It's way cheaper than the Makeup Forever, so I would just go with this one. I mean, they're basically the exact same thing. And the JCat Aquassurance, I think, would surely fail under this category. But yeah, those are my thoughts and review and wear test on the new Too Faced Born This Way powder foundation. Let me know your thoughts. Are you going to pick this up? Do you have it? What are your experiences with it? If you have not yet subscribed, please do so at the end. Don't forget about my giveaway going on until July 22nd, and I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to turn your notifications on. Follow me on Instagram. It's AshleyLamora26. Use my codes below if you so wish. They do not benefit me in any way, but they benefit you. Watch my skincare video. I have a 70% off code down there. And yeah, all Shop Miss A stuff saves you money with my code. I love you all. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.